So this is Steve, and this is his railroad. We are in LaCrosse, and this is the river division
of the Milwaukee Road.
Milwaukee Road. And we're going to take a trip here, and we're leaving the yards that were in St. Paul. And that train is heading into Red Wing on its way south. East. So you're going to see some buildings back here. There's the Red Wing sewer pipe factory back there. Well, I'll show you those after I'll show you the whole city here as this train goes by. So you can see all of this. There we go, the train's going past the depot. You can see the St. James in the background. The LaGrange flour mills. So this is a 1950s layout. It's going around Barn Bluff now. Here's the power plant.
61.
Yep. Power plant, and it's just going under 61 now, right? It's Route 61. And it's heading down towards Lake City. All right, it's making its way into Lake City now. It's going past the freight office. And I know you guys remember this. Check this out. This is the depot in Lake City. And I know you remember Golden Loaf, because we did a video of that. It's going to make the bend over here. And like I say, in the scope of things now, we're running south in Minnesota along the Mississippi River. See all the bluffs in the background. You saw some of these bluffs on my way down. Lake Pepin, that's what this Lake Pepin, and we're heading into Reed's Landing. If you remember right, before the train gets here, there's the Historical Society up there on the hill. And I came down here, and I remember this bridge, and I knocked on the door of this lady's house wanting to see if I could get back here because the depot was right back in here. Okay, Reed's Landing. This one is cool. So Steve has ops here, and when he has his operations going here, he's got 15 people in here running this railroad. Okay, so now we're heading into Wabasha. Don't you just love that train? Huh? That's Milwaukee Road, man.
All three. Having the power.
So here is the, I think you said, Steve, the first elevator?
Second.
Second elevator. And then as it makes its way down, here's the depot. Wabasha Depot. Remember, we were down in this area. Big Joe's Flowers. Remember, we were... Oh, there's some apartment buildings now on this side. And then a big apartment building where Joe's was, remember? And we saw where the... I think it was the Minnesota Central Depot. Yeah. I don't know if you've ever been in Wabasha, but there's that Anderson, is that the name of it? Yeah, the Anderson Hotel. I've stayed there. And by the way, Steve used to work for the railroad. He worked for the Milwaukee Road at one time. And
Also,
he told me that
the Sioux line.
worked for
CP.
he worked for the Sioux line after that and the CP, and he was telling me he stayed in that hotel for 2 years while he was working on the railroad. This is just awesome. So we got to head now. What city's next?
The train is coming under the
Okay,
big Joe Flower.
there it goes. So we'll go catch it where it's coming. Okay, so now it's heading into Winona. You see all the pretty scenery down here. Now, I want you to check out these models when we go around. And I'll go back and I'll get another look at these models. But Steve built all of these. These are all scratch-built models. Yes. He started this railroad in 2008. And he says he didn't work 24 hours a day, but I don't know. He put a lot of time and work into this place. I don't know if anybody remembers some of these things that were here.
This is still here.
Okay.
This is torn down.
This is gone. So we're kind of like on a history tour. Like I say, this is 1950. There's the depot in Winona. We've been there. And the freight house. Got the engine houses in here and everything. And this is just awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Arriving in Chicago.
Arriving in Chicago.
At the Red Wing Depot.
Okay. That red spot there.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see the signal right behind the red is yellow
Yeah.
and green.
Okay. So, do you have to have someone here to change all the signals, or do they all change by themselves?
They change by themselves.
Okay,
Like a real ABS system.
okay. So it's like Scott's, if you guys remember.
I've been to Scott's once.
Have you?
Yes.
Yeah, he's still got a lot of work to
Nancy
do.
has been here several times.
Okay. So, is there like a circuit that all you guys belong to? I mean, how many places is there where you could go and run a train as an op and belong to that
Well,
op group?
15 to 20.
Oh, that many. What's the farthest away you've went to be a part of someone else's op group?
Alan Schrader's is in Boston.
Boston. Cool. That's really cool. I'm interested in how far people go for some of this stuff. Thanks. Okay. So that's all that goes on here, huh?
That's all. That's all.
21 trains.
21 trains.
21 trains run on this layout during an op session.
Plus the yard engines at Red Wing and Wabasha
Yeah.
and Winona. CGW is also has a yard engine.
Okay.
Well, I hired out in 1970 as a brakeman on the Milwaukee Road. And in 1979, they caught me as an official. And I spent 1979 to 2005 as an operating officer.
Okay. So you've got extensive experience with the railroad then.
I do.
Do you have any favorite job that you like to do among all the jobs, or
No.
no?
I favor Red Wing,
Okay.
obviously.
Yeah. Could tell that. So I wanted to, take a fast trip along this whole route so you could see all the towns that's on his layout. And now I'm going to go back and I'm just going to show you pick out some of the buildings that's in each town so you can see all the things that he's got in here. I mean, this is just awesome. In fact, right in front of us now is this Red Wing Depot. And I was asking him about the depot, I mean, it looks just like the depot. So how'd you get that like that? I mean, he lives in LaCrosse. And
I drove to Red Wing and I measured the depot.
Yeah, he drove to Red Wing and he measured the depot.
And I took pictures of it.
So, did you go and measure all the buildings on your layout or just a few of them? Remember the Red Wing Sewer Pipe Company where that's at? Remember where the Ace Hardware is in Red Wing? That's the area of the sewer pipe company. This is Plant B. Okay, then I'm going to swing around now. Okay, we're on old West Main, and there's the big hotel that's built now there, not far from Larry's Jugs where we were at, and that's that old Red Wing malting house building plant. Do you see it? Look at how accurate that is.
It was torn down many years ago.
And there's your Pottery Mall over there. And there's a few other buildings back there, but I'm not going to try and get in there, but you can see them from here. Okay. Now we're heading into Red Wing there, and we got all this east and west stuff and north and south, but I like to say we're going through Minnesota, and we're going from north to south in the state as the scope of things, okay? So there's our Red Wing Sewer Company plant, and Ace Hardware is sitting right about in here, okay? And then here's our engine house.
Roadhouse.
Yeah, Milwaukee
Engine
Road.
house.
See that?
Here's
Now there's
the old-
pictures, you can see that.
Here's the old turntable pit.
Here you go. Turntable pit. Okay, you know what that is, right? See them? That's that Fleshman's Malting Company. Okay, remember now, we're going back to our history, okay? Look at the town here. This is awesome. See that? Do you see the water tower here? Remember, we told the history of this building. And this is a conglomeration of the first depot, its second edition, and its third edition. The third edition was this, and then they changed this. This was actually part of the waiting rooms, passenger station, and then when they built this new one, that one went all the way to just
Freight house.
freight house. Yep. So this is the picture. Let me see if I can duplicate the look I saw. Let's see if I can get in here. Okay, that's about what I saw in the picture that fascinated me enough to track Steve down so I could come down here and video this for you guys, because this is just awesome. I mean, he worked on the Milwaukee Road, the Sioux and the CP for many years, so he's been through Red Wing working on the railroad. Now look at this. There's your St. James. If you look down the street there, you see the church in the background. Right there. Over here, check this out. There you go. The LaGrange elevators right out in front of us here now. And if you remember, we have to make sure that we don't get run over by the train that's coming by now. If you remember, see where the tracks are ending there by the depot? So that's all been changed. Here's our LaGrange flower. You've got downtown back in that area over there.
It's the original Red Wing Shoe Company.
Okay, right there, yeah. Back there.
Yeah.
Red Wing, Minnesota, Simon's Elevator Company. Red Wing Specialty Flowers.
It's part of
So
EDM.
now, so these buildings are all gone here. In fact, your parking lot today is over here in this area. But this building here is still there. Remember, we did some videos to show you that, and
The elevator is
down
gone.
here, elevator's gone.
Two buildings are still here, and the green elevators is still here.
There we go, ADM. Is this so cool or what? This is Strom's. Now, I've never really heard of Strom's, so it's new to me, but this is a model of the depot that was in Strom's, and Strom's was between Hastings and Red Wing. And what, 2 miles outside of Hastings?
No,
Or 2 miles?
the town of Stroms is 2 miles down the road from the depot.
Oh, from the depot. Okay, so the depot was built, and then the town was 2 miles from the depot. That's a long walk, eh? Yeah, I just thought I'd point that out. We're going to have to look out the history of Strom's. That might be worth a trip. Well, this is really a great railroad. I want to say thank you for letting me come down and look at it and share this with others.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So if you remember when we were visiting with Scott and Nancy Stearns on their railroad, and they have their ops too going, but it's their private railroad. They built it, they funded it. Well, that's the same thing with Steve here behind me. There he is. There he is. So this is his railroad, and everything in here belongs to him. So I think he runs his ops the same way. They use your equipment, or can they bring their own equipment?
No, they use my equipment.
Okay, they use his equipment just like they use Scott's. So I think it's awesome, isn't it? Yeah. So I think I'm going to head back. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll catch you on my next one. God bless you all.